Hey guys, how's it going? I am WWE Hall of Famer Lita, welcoming you to General Admission Wrestling.
It's been 6 days since I've had my fix, and now I'm fixed on you. Despite your trembling body, I can tell you want it too. I'm every man you've ever dreamed of, all your fantasies combined. You can tell I'm the best by the blood on your dress. There's no bite as good as mine. Now what does this mean? I have been a part of this roster for 2 seasons now, and all any of you ever do is flip-flop on your favorites like the weather changing in this pathetic city, and it's sad. It's fickle, and it's anti-pro wrestling. You all have been walking around for a week, crying and crying and crying and crying about your savior, Eddie Hernandez. He lost the championship in his first defense. Oh, how could you, Igris? This is not who you are, Igris. Well then, who am I? I had to take a look into myself, and I had to look at you for truly the first time, Eddie Hernandez. You are not what you think. You are a bad first draft. You, Eddie, believe that you are a man of true faith, true virtue. You stand for hard work and humility. Is that it? Well, who is the most proud man here? These pretenders who thought they could take over like a white company? Or is it the man who thought that he could teach me a lesson? To reach a hand down to somebody to help them, they have to be beneath you, don't they, Eddie? But I am beneath no one. You wanted to understand me? Understand the Reaper District 7? Well, you should have accepted that I was right. Let it settle in on all of you fools backstage, from Jackal with the briefcase and to everyone and anyone else in that locker room who thinks that they can beat me for the Apex Championship. I've said it from moment one. I am the greatest wrestler in Academy and Evolution history. I think every day about what I did to the Wing Collectors last year. It tortures me at night. I wake up thinking about all the mistakes I made, all the decisions I got wrong. I'm tortured by the idea of what our team could have been, and that I threw it all away. But Frankie, there's one thing I will never regret. Whatever I do to you when I get my hands on you, I promise will be my greatest achievement. Because this ends here, Frankie. There will not be a series of matches, not a single rematch. When I left, I was confused. I let my personal drive get the best of me. I let a grudge take hold of me. And every day, I've had to live with that pain that can never, never be erased. But I opened my heart. I wanted to finally make up for it in some way. When you left, you did it with only malice and contempt for me and everyone who called themselves a Wing Collector fan. When I get my hands on you, Frankie, this ends. And I hope, for your sake, that you feel the pain that I have to live with. God, it's been way too long since we've seen Island Nation, the tag team that took Evolution by storm. They have come within inches of winning the tag team championships. I hope that they're back to do exactly that. They've dealt with some injuries following their match with the GAW crime family in Cairo. That's how long it's been since we've seen these two.
Up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity.
Meanwhile, it seems like we've been seeing Pretty Bad Deal just about every week. They've been in the center of this Las Vegas connection, hostile takeover situation. Las Vegas Joe has been in, TJ Frost that we've seen, obviously the Cole brothers, the Diaz brothers. This has been absolutely, it feels like a galaxy spanning issue between these two. But this is straight from the desk of Jason Parker. This is a #1 contenders match. So Island Nation returning to the fold immediately could get themselves a tag team championship match. The Demon Wolves, representing the GAW crime family, are waiting in the wings. And what a story, what a turnaround it would be if Island Nation is to take the championships off of those two. Well, you know Pretty Bad Deal are gonna wanna come out here and make a statement. They know who's watching, but they're gonna have to do it against maybe the strongest tag team in GAW, certainly the strongest in Evolution since the Titans disbanded. Yamamoto, Kobayashi coming out for the first time in 7 months is Island Nation, and Kobayashi looking good already. These two teams have squared off once before this season. It was in the very first episode of Evolution. Island Nation got the win on that occasion. Pretty Bad Deal are a candidate for maybe the most improved team in Evolution, although their 2-4 record really does not do them justice. Kobayashi drops the double axe, and we know if he runs at you with that, the Dragon Bomber, it's over. Kobayashi, Fisherman's Buster, another cover. This time he hung on. And Jacob Ace targeting the right spot on Kobayashi, going straight after the abdomen. Kobayashi turns right around. Now he and Tonga will combine. Backbreaker on the Ace. Once again, Kobayashi, another Fisherman's Buster, and the referee going after Jacob Ace. Kobayashi trying to go after him as well. The big man will take the tag out. Here comes the slightly smaller but also quite large Eddie Tonga. The man from American Samoa possesses an incredible amount of power behind his strikes. And now the high cross from Tonga. He's a great athlete as well. We've seen that every time he's been in the ring. Another cover from Island Nation, another kick out from Sean Alexander. Pretty Bad Deal have been taken to the woodshed by the returning Island Nation. Alexander has to find some sort of foothold in this match. Tonga, oh! Bulldog out of the corner, my goodness. Tonga loving it. Alexander tags in Jacob Ace, and now Tonga and Ace going at it. Eddie Tonga immediately hits Ace with a flurry of strikes, and Island Nation back like they never left. And one match away from a date with the Demon Wolves and the GAW crime family. And Eddie Tonga brings Ace into the corner. Kobayashi's there waiting. Jacob Ace has to fight out of it. He does. Ace, beautiful cutter on Tonga. Went up with that, and Jacob Ace trying to take control again. Out of the air, springboard, Tonga out of the way. Now Eddie Tonga, neck breaker. This is as good as I've ever seen Island Nation look. Tonga, no! Neck breaker attempt, not quite good enough, but Eddie Tonga will take to the air again. Now Tonga, diving headbutt. I haven't seen him pull that one out very much, but you've got to love what you're seeing if you're an Island Nation fan. Ace catches the left hand, and now Jacob Ace jettisons Tonga out of the ring. Ace taking this match to the one place where he knows he has the advantage. You can cause some serious damage out here. And Jacob Ace, he is hoping for that very thing, trying to stifle the energy that Tonga and Island Nation came in with. The fans are behind them. Igris, very unkind to this city, by the way. We're here in Omaha, Nebraska, where, yes, the weather does change, but that's okay. Ace tags in. Here comes Alexander. Ace needed that. Tonga crawling his way into his own corner, and here comes Yamamoto Kobayashi. Kobayashi with an immediate overhand right and able to sidestep the incoming right from Alexander as well. Alexander off the apron. Here he comes. Spear through the ropes. Alexander launched in with that one, and now look at this. Perches up. What a shining wizard from Sean Alexander, perched on the knees in between Kobayashi and the ropes. Alexander, this is the opportunity. No! Oh my goodness. And Kobayashi right back to his feet, over the top, DDT. Oh, wow. Again, Island Nation, this is as good as I've seen them look, and Kobayashi grounded by the roundhouse of Alexander. Here comes Ace. Kobayashi to his feet. Ace, stunner! Kobayashi walked right into that one. Eddie Tonga needs to be there, and he is. Just in time, Eddie Tonga, and now Ace with a DDT on Tonga. Kobayashi still down. Oh, wow. Island Nation staying alive just barely. Pretty bad deal. A phenomenal performance from them as well, and Kobayashi able to free up some space between him and Ace. Kobayashi will need the tag in. Here comes Eddie Tonga. Tonga legal. Tonga with a kick. Ace ducked underneath it. And Eddie Tonga grounds him with a right hand. This has been an all-even battle between Island Nation and Pretty Bad Deal, and now Jacob Ace throws him into the corner. Ace, he's looking for something here, and he's got Tonga up on the shoulders, but it's Eric Cole. Eric Cole has jumped the barricade. Eric Cole has pulled down Sean Alexander, who was ready to take to the skies and potentially down Island Nation, and now Eddie Tonga slid off the shoulders. Tonga, power bomb, and he transitions. Samoan drop. He did the same thing to Nathan Rotunda all the way back in Cairo. Island Nation have won this match. Eric Cole got involved at the most opportune time. Right when it seemed like Pretty Bad Deal had taken full-on control, it was Eric Cole who came in. And I can't imagine that Island Nation will be particularly happy with how they got the win, but the important part is they did get the win. And that means the Demon Wolves are in their future. The Tag Team Championships, once again, within their grasp. And it's obviously still not done between Pretty Bad Deal, Las Vegas Connection, and the Hostile Takeover.
This is RD7 business right now, and Eddie shouldn't have gotten involved. Tiny Man, you had no business holding the Apex title that rightfully belongs to the Black Iron Emperor. And when he wants the trash taken care of, he asks his ace in the hole to take care of business.
Hoping we were going to see Eddie Hernandez back soon, and this is exactly where we wanted to see him. Going after the men who cost him his well-earned championship. And boy, did they deserve theirs. I hope Eddie Hernandez gives it to him. Kristin Sakamoto making her return as well. It's been a night of returns so far. Island Nation now in a position to take down potentially the Demon Wolves and win the Tag Team Championships. Kristin Sakamoto looking to work her way back up. Saw Queen Alexia make her return last week. Alexia took on the rookie Ava, won there in an impressive performance. Now she's back to do it all again against the dangerous mixed martial arts practitioner. Here is what Queen Alexia said before walking out for this match. I thought I was great before, but RD7 helped me perfect myself. I can hit harder, move faster, and win quicker than I ever could. I already decimated almost all the women on this roster, but now I've got one goal and one goal only: destroying Yamamoto. Kenny Omega can run his mouth all he wants about how good she's gotten, but I promise you, she has not done nearly as much as I have. There is no way that she's put in the work that I've put in. And I know that we'll fight each other again. And when we do, Moto, your ass is mine. Well, you can't question where Queen Alexia is looking. She has herself a vision, and it's of the Rise champion. But unfortunately for Alexia, the numbers are not on her side right now. Look at the strength, by the way. Kristin was going in for a single leg. She just got hucked across the ring. History is not on Alexia's side. 0-1-1 in her career against the Rise champion. Alexia with a shooting star press. Absolutely spectacular athleticism. Only a 1 count. Alexia will have to do more to beat Moto than what we've seen before, but she is capable of doing it, I think. And certainly when it comes to Reaper District 7, there is nothing beneath them in terms of what they are willing to do to win matches. So Alexia has that support with her. But when you have Kenny Omega in your corner, good things happen for you, and Yamamoto is finding that out every day. Sakamoto in a grounded position. It's Queen Alexia standing. Moonsault press. And Sakamoto got the knees up. She was able to find it now once again, shooting in for that single leg. And again, it's countered by the superior strength of Queen Alexia. I know she's giving up height. Alexia maybe looking for the Queen's crown. Kristin able to avoid it in the early stages. Kristin's gonna have to go for more of that MMA style offense that has been successful for her at various times throughout her career, but Alexia grounds her. Big boot and a tremendous vertical by Alexia, who again, shooting star press onto the back. Queen Alexia in her career is 14-2-1. But again, only one of those losses came to someone not named Yamamoto. Alexia has been absolutely phenomenal in her career. Now, Alexia, she's got Kristin up on the shoulders. Queen's crown, no! Just the face breaker. Queen Alexia, and now springboard 450. I mean, the athleticism here, you have to see it to believe it. Alexia, I mean, see you later, Kristin. I mean, it's just, I don't believe it. I've seen it and I don't believe it. Queen Alexia with a springboard 450. She can beat you in so many ways. And I don't respect or like anything that the Reaper District 7 has done. But Queen Alexia, we might be looking at a different kind of wrestler right now. Yamamoto might have herself a different kind of challenger. Let's go backstage now. Mr. Sinister is standing by. Have you seen the rise of Takahashi? the king of combat on the Evolution roster. His striking abilities are second to almost none. In my humble opinion, it's only men like Kendrick Gore and Omega Woods that have put on displays even close to our young rookie of the year. But even with the haters calling him one-dimensional, he has proven them all wrong. He has stepped up and showed out and laid waste to everyone, and soon, oh yes, I can see a championship around this rookie's waist. Yes, I said gold will be draped around this rookie before the end of the season. I can promise you that. So let me just say, good night all, and stay tuned to see more of the Japanese-American Oni, you hear?
Show me the product, we could've did it. Everything all crazy, so I'ma get it. And I just wanna move on and not regret it. But the past is too dark, I just can't forget it. Securing the nails in the coffin. I don't get this feeling too often. You made me this way, I was often. I'm done now, and this is your caution.
This is the first time we've seen Kurt Andrews since he lost the Apex Championship to Eddie Hernandez back at Winterfest. It feels like it's been months since that happened with everything that's gone on in GAW, and still more to come. By the way, coming up next, we will announce for you the format of the World Cup coming next season. Yeah, that's just a little surprise I'll drop on you right now. But I'll tell you what, Kurt Andrews, you wouldn't know that he just lost the Apex Championship not a few weeks ago. That's the level of confidence he brings. I think it strays into arrogance probably more than we would like to see, but you got to at least admire that the confidence is there from the former champion, the former three-time champion. Andrews, I think there's no doubt he'd like to work his way up to the top. He'd like to become a four-time champion. When it comes to the top titles in GAW, 4 is the record. AJ Styles held the World Championship 4 times. That is the record for the top title. Kurt Andrews holds the record for the Apex Championship. In its 2-year history, Andrews has held it 3 times. This is the guy you want to face right now? If you're Kurt Andrews, Max Ultimate, again, stun the world. It's out for everyone to see. And Ultimate has stunned the world more than once. A 2-4 record so far this season, 11-8 last season. Ultimate has been fantastic. He and Andrews fought for the Apex Championship. Andrews, the 3-time Apex champion, but he's going against a very popular man right now in the 2nd year, Max Ultimate. Andrews, springboard drop kick. Andrews can take to the skies with the best of them, but so can Max Ultimate. This will be a very intriguing clash of styles. 2 men with very similar games. Ultimate brings in sort of that youthful passion and drive. Andrews, the wily veteran. We'll see how those two clash throughout the course of this match. Ultimate hanging on. Ultimate answers with the right. Max Ultimate now will take to the skies. Ultimate with a high cross. Catches the leg. Ultimate into the cover. No. Andrews was surprised for a second by Ultimate's quickness, but he shouldn't have been. Surely he did his film study, and he should know how great Max Ultimate is, how quick he is, and that he can do just this. Ultimate with a splash, overshot it slightly, still caught Andrews with the legs. And again, that's just that youthfulness that comes into play. It's not always perfect, it's not always pretty, but he's a high energy guy, and that is how He gets so many wins. Ultimate has 13 wins in his GAW career, a 13-12 record across his 2 seasons, 2 and 4. But again, he's had a very, very tough schedule so far. He's already stunned the world once by winning a battle royal to get number 1 contendership to the Apex title when Andrews held onto it. Came up short to Andrews on that occasion, then lost to Oliver Parker back at Winterfest. It was a very close match back then. Ultimate has faced some of the best. Now Andrews, he's trying to run pace, he's trying to run tempo. Max Ultimate will counter. Ultimate over the top, DDT. Andrews can push the tempo against anyone and have success, or almost anyone, but Max Ultimate, one of the very few who has the cardio and the pace to be able to keep up with Kurt Andrews. And Andrews, I think that surprised him, although it shouldn't have. 2 count. Max Ultimate did this exact same thing to him in their Apex title match, and on that occasion, it was Andrews' veteran savvy that got him out of that match. Andrews went low, dragon screw. Now Andrews straight into the cover, trying to keep Max Ultimate out of a flow. That is very smart, and that is also what he did in his Apex title match. Now Andrews, I think he just used every limb in the course of that striking combination. Ultimate's backed up, and he's dropped on the top turnbuckle by Andrews. Now Andrews pulls him into the Saito suplex. Andrews, I think, really started the trend towards the heavy use of that move. We've seen so many in Evolution use that Saito suplex to great effect. I think it was Kurt Andrews that really figured it out. His pace and strength helps him do it. Andrews, now he's slowed the pace down. And this is something that he's added to his game. It's very difficult to deal with. Kurt Andrews will slow the pace on you when he needs to, and then he'll do things like that, but he's caught by the right hand by Ultimate, and now Max Ultimate will push tempo. Beautiful drop kick. The second-year man with the fans behind him. Ultimate middle rope, Ultimate springboard moonsault. Unbelievable agility from Max Ultimate. It's a 2 count. He's got to stay on him. Andrews rolls to his feet. He's caught. Ultimate takes the back off the heavy right. Ultimate backdrop. Listen to the fans as Ultimate springboard splash. And again, catches Andrews into the cover. Max Ultimate 2-0. Max Ultimate feeling it right now. I think it's starting to set in on him that he is competing with the 3-time Apex champion at the moment. Sends him into the corner. Ultimate, we've seen this before. Springboard kick. And it's pinpoint accurate as always. Andrews had no defense. Max Ultimate. Andrews slowly getting to his feet. Ultimate has him on the back. Ultimate. Max damage. Oh yes. Max Ultimate. Is he going to stun the world? Hooks the leg. Yes. Max Ultimate. One of the upsets of the season. Unbelievable. Yes, he has stunned the world. And the former 3-time Apex champion goes down. Max Ultimate. What a brilliant performance. And Kurt Andrews out of nowhere. Andrews, we should have expected this from him. Just a final parting shot on Max Ultimate. Thankfully, it wasn't more. But you can't take this away from the young man. Folks, next week, Jason Parker has just made it official. Frankie Omega, Andrew Wesley. It's an underground match. And I cannot imagine the level of violence that we are going to see in that contest. Folks, you gotta subscribe so you can join us for it. But a very special announcement. We know that the Wrestling World Cup is coming next year, sponsored by General Admission Wrestling. It'll be right here on GAW YouTube, and here is how it will stack up. 8 countries will be competing, 2 groups of 4. Each country will face off once and each matchup will consist of 2 singles matches and 1 tag team match. You win the singles match, you get 3 points. You win the tag match, you get 5 points. An extra point is awarded for every submission win and every win in under 2 minutes. The top 2 in each group will advance to the semifinals. Folks, this World Cup is going to be something special. We'll have more announcements for you on Storm on Friday because we still have 7 countries to reveal. We know that Bryan Danielson will be captaining Team USA, but who else will be in this star-studded tournament? You'll just have to find out. Subscribe right here to GAW. Let's get you now to the main event. Sky, he at least knows how to make an entrance. We say it every time, but Sky, for the first time in his career, will be fighting for the Raw Championship, which is incredible to think about because it seemed like during Midnight's reign, everyone in Evolution was fighting for the Raw Championship. Midnight logged 14 defenses of the title in just under a year as champion. Omega Woods has tied Santanico in defenses now with 3. This would be number 4 if he does get out of here unscathed. But we know that Ulysses Sky is a threat. We know that he has weapons that he doesn't show off very often, so Omega Woods has to be careful. This is a trap game, if ever I've seen one.
Burn 'em, burn 'em. How much money I be making, I'ma burn 'em. Burn 'em, I'ma murk 'em. And if they playing with this fire, I'ma burn 'em. Murder, it's a murder. Disrespect if I'ma spark it, I'ma burn 'em. And I'll be searching, I'll be lurking, I'ma hurt 'em. And all these bridges that I'm building, I'ma burn 'em. Burn 'em, burn 'em. All this money I be making, I'ma burn 'em.
Omega Woods has been the Underground's champion since winning it from Santanico and Lancelot in the main event of Battle at Broadway. Omega Woods was part of that match, the first ever Raw title match, the main event, a major show in general admission wrestling. It just represents how far the Underground has come here in GAW, and Omega Woods has held that title ever since. Of course, most recently, he took on Santanico and defended it successfully at Winterfest. A UFC champion in his life, Omega Woods. One of the great wrestlers that we have in general admission wrestling, and we are truly lucky to have someone like him. I would say that if you were to call him a journeyman in the Underground, it would really downplay his dominance across the Underground in his long and storied career. He has brought that dominance to general admission wrestling, and here we go. Ulysses Sky, the unlucky man. Omega Woods going for his 4th title defense, trying to keep that undefeated road alive. Woods is 5-0 this season. He is 13-1-1 in his GAW career. His only loss to the mysterious and dangerous Sam Hunt, who has yet to show back up since defeating Omega Woods at Nitro 11. And you just wonder, is Sam Hunt lurking out there somewhere? It's a good start here from Woods, by the way. Ulysses Sky is going to have to leverage his quickness and athleticism. Woods, though, we know, can counter that just as well as anybody. Woods is one of the greats, both in GAW and in the world of wrestling in general. And what I really like about Woods is he's so authentic. I mean, you see that a lot of guys, you know, they change their clothes, they change their style, they do all these things. Omega Woods doesn't do that. He comes out with the red and black shorts, the gloves, the headband, comes out to the theme that's been voted the best theme in Evolution by our Discord community. And he runs the same game every time. When you see Omega Woods, you know exactly who you're gonna get. He's authentic as they come. And he's been made the champion because of it. Woods just tosses Ulysses Sky aside, but Sky with the cutter off the springboard. He wasn't strong enough for Woods, but the athleticism was enough to count for Sky to win the Raw Championship. And obviously the fans not behind Ulysses Sky here. That time Sky was coming in with the left, and he's tossed by Woods. Woods says, yeah, try that again, my son. Sky able to fight off his back. Now Sky calls a door into the DDT. You hear Sky pounding himself off the mat. He's got to try anything on Omega Woods right now. Elbow drop to the top of the head. Sky's just doing anything he can on the Raw champion. Now Sky hooks the leg, and only a 2 count once again. Now the fans liking this match. Ulysses Sky takes him down in a Shining Wizard. Sky opening up space for the first real time today. Sky elbow missed. Omega Woods saw that coming all the way. Now Woods, springboard splash. Sky rolled out of the way. That left leg caught by the champ. And now Woods sends him over. Woods caught by the right hand from Sky. Now Ulysses Sky rolls through into the face buster. Called the X Factor by the Great X Pack. And now Woods took him down off the trip. Woods, gunslinger attempt missed. Sky out of the way, gunslinger! Sky was not prepared for that second one. Gunslinger by Woods, and he's defended the Raw champion. Ulysses Sky was clever, you gotta give him that. He jumped out of the way of the first gunslinger attempt. Only one man is kicked out of that in GAW. It was Santanico. But Ulysses Sky could not avoid the second. The gunslinger by Woods, that's defense number 4, and it moves into second all time on the Raw title list. Now granted, it's only been 3 champions, but Woods does pass Santanico, who had the longest undefeated streak in GAW. And Woods, I don't know who is going to take him down, but he is firing on all cylinders. This is the best I've seen him throughout his career. Folks, thank you so much for joining us here on Evolution. GAW Dark returns on Wednesday, so make sure you subscribe for that. Go follow us on Twitch, Grip from GA, if you want to see me play some games. And of course, subscribe right here, because the World Cup is coming, Nitro is coming. You don't want to miss a second of General Admission Wrestling. We'll see you next time. We appreciate you.